Welcome back to Car Brand Infos, folks. And now, part two of Mazda's X concepts that they came up with. Their vision concepts that they came up with was the X Coupe. And now we're going to talk about the X Compact. Now, this vehicle looks adorable. I was mentioning before, it looks very similar to like an older Fiat or Mini, but made more futuristic at the same time. Love the design of this vehicle. Very clean lines, just like the coupe. How everything on the interior wise, simple, clean. I love how the screen was integrated. Looks really good quality. Not looking like somebody just stuck a a monitor onto the dashboard there. It's a really nice clean look, and it looks fun to drive. Now Mazda didn't really give details on the powertrain for this vehicle like they did for the X Coupe vision that they had up on the stage, which everyone loved and enjoyed looking at this vehicle and the designs that Mazda has come up with. This one, AI integration into this vehicle, it'll probably get tremendous mileage on fuel because it is lightweight and it is small. It's 150.6 inches in length. It's a little bit smaller than the Mazda 3, which is probably similar in size to the Mazda 2 or Mazda's old crossover, the X3 that was released here in the United States, or CX3 when it was released here in the United States before they killed it off or replaced it with the CX30 here in the United States. So when you look at a vehicle this size, this is definitely something you can whip around in. Definitely the joy of driving, which Mazda always brings with their vehicles. So to not keep you guys long, let's take a look at these pictures of this vehicle, both exterior and interior. I love the design. This is something they probably could come out with. Obviously, it has an electric powertrain just based off the front facial. This is probably also a plug-in. Have no idea what kind of range it will probably get just on the electric, considering it's a small and lightweight vehicle. But if it has a similar powertrain, but maybe instead of a dual rotor, maybe a single rotor or something of that kind, you're maybe going to get well over 100 range based off the vehicle. Now, this is just my opinion about that. That's not what Mazda has stated, just on the electric. But knowingly, seeing how small this one is, you're most likely going to get a longer range out of it. Interior design, the even though it's smaller, very similar to the coupe, which is larger as far as how clean and simplified they kept the inside. Like I said, I love where they have the your screens where they're at and how they integrate it into the dashboard. It just looks very quality and design and done for this Vision X Compact that they came up with. It's adorable in a sense. These things would probably sell like hotcakes, especially in Europe, if they were to actually put this vehicle into production, because you'll be saving on fuel, which is the one thing that haunts us all. Also wanted to talk about, again, when they came up with their carbon collecting and reusing the CO2, that they came up with this design for this. I think this is just an amazing idea from them, and kind of hope that Mazda is able to do this. Now I know, you know, both these concepts are supposed to be running on biofuel, which is for the longest time you've had from Big Oil, who's been talking about using biofuel, like Exxon and them, using algae and to make cleaner fuel. But now you have car manufacturers also trying to find other technologies and ways to do that. Now the design of this, it seems pretty cool. Um, it's just, thinking outside the box. how this would work, we would need Mazda to give us a little bit more detail. I assure you that if they came out with this, that means it's a possibility that the industry itself is probably looking at similar tech across the board, um, to find other alternative fuel sources to make vehicles not only safer, but um, more energy efficient and cleaner for the planet. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking and go ahead and share these pictures with you guys. Enjoy. Please leave comments. Thank you for tuning in.